I love the Flash's suit. There are some times though where I'm like, especially in the show, where I go, "Wow, that looks awful." Sometimes I just really hate like human heads in general, because the difference between human heads and comic book heads or drawn heads, it's like night and day. It's like sometimes you can make a suit. Yes, the suit is comic accurate. How does it look on a human? Oh my god, that does not look right at all. That does not look right at all. But like comic book, they could like barely try and then oh, it fits perfectly. Like sometimes I just look at suits and I go, I mean, the actual suit part is cool, but the headpiece, yeah, fam, you need to take that off and just wear a bandana. Because at this point, like, I would take it off because it just looks stupid. Like, people would start laughing at me. But speaking of the Flash, I love super speed. Super speed is one of the best powers anyone could have. Some people say, like, teleporting, reading minds, and I hate reading minds for the like there are too many movies that prove my point on why mind reading is absolute garbage. But super speed, I can do anything I want with super speed. Anything. And like there's nothing stopping me. But I always have questions with super speed. Because sometimes people portray it as like, oh yeah, you can do things really fast. But I say, what exactly does that mean? Now, for other people, right, you'd be like, wow, that guy is really fast. But for yourself, you're just like, yep, I sure am washing the dishes at breakneck speeds. Ooh. And let's, for the Flash's Speed Force, I'm going to tweak it a bit because I hate it. Everything about it, I hate. Why? I bet you're wondering why. Why do I hate the Speed Force? Who would hate the Speed Force? There are too many reasons why you can hate the Speed Force. One, it can kill you. Two, sometimes it'll make your suits for you. Sometimes it won't. And three, sometimes it can just die. Yeah, a force. A force that the world can't live without can die on you. So imagine using the Speed Force, right? Like there's several other speedsters in the world or the universe, and then the Speed Force just dies. And you gotta like walk home because you just wanted to like go to Paris for a second. Or imagine you're fighting a villain and your powers stop working. That is why I would 100% choose Quicksilver's power. Because not only do I get the slow motion where nobody is allowed to move in my space, where I am fastest, but guess what? My powers don't rely on a force. A force that could save you, but not other people. Because, like, sometimes, like, here's how I would have the Speed Force. Anything you come into like direct contact with, the Speed Force protects, except if you hit it with your lightning. Comic book Flash, right? The lightning runs behind him and only behind him. The movie Flash, let's not talk about that one because that one has too many lightning bolts for just taking 3 steps and it doesn't even do anything. So, how I would have my speed force, right? It cannot die because it is a force needed, which grants powers to other people, right? So it'd be like the artificial speed force that Barry sometimes has to create because it just feels like dying. And like I said before, anything it comes into direct contact with, it will protect. Meaning you can protect, like you can carry human beings around. You can carry dishes, you can carry babies, you can carry anything you want, and it won't break. Now, can you still do the lightning throw? Of course. Can you still have any abilities that you would normally have? Yes. Anything you could do before, you can do it now. I'm not saying you could do it better. I'm just saying that the Speed Force should protect anything and also not be able to die on you. Black Flash still exists because there's a reason for Black Flash. Blech. And I don't like him because he's edgy. I like him because that's the Speed Force's defense mechanism. Imagine just, ooh, I'm gonna tamper with the time stream, and then this demon comes out of the time stream coming for you. Is like, hey, yo, yeah, I'm gonna need you to stop what you're doing right there. You wanna mess with the timeline? You're gonna have to come after me, cause this face, this is what happens to you if you mess up. And after hearing that, I would immediately stop what I was doing and forget anything about time travel. I would create a device that would make me forget anything about time travel in an instant. So I wouldn't want to do it. And I'd also stop anyone else from learning it. But that's about it. That's the only thing. But I always believe that super speed has 2 modes. And this is a natural thing. Regular super speed, meaning you move fast. Well, everybody moves at a normal pace. And slow down, meaning everybody is stopped. I mean completely stopped. I mean if there was a faucet dripping, right? That faucet, sorry, not the faucet, the water droplet coming from the faucet, right? That one little water droplet that was still falling would stay in midair. That is how slow everyone is moving. Now, here's how I would use my super speed. For the most part, I will never be using my slowdown, because I'd have everybody moving at a normal rate of speed, while anything I do is way faster. And the reason for that, the reason why I would just spam just super speed, like everyone walking around just wondering, how is he moving that fast? It's because I really don't want to do everything in complete slow motion. Because then everything would be done in an instant. And I'd like to remind you that all of what you're doing, you're still doing it. Like, man, I sure do hate like mowing the lawn. But see, in slow down, right? I feel like slow down would just be a pain to go through. Super speed, on the other hand, feels like you would get that done actually fast. Slow down, like slow down. When I say slow down, right, you're probably either moving fast, kind of fast, or slow. I mean, I don't mean slow, slow. I mean just like normal speed. But like with super speed, right, and everybody's still moving, it's like you're doing it actually fast instead of just done in an instant and you're out here sweating. Well, actually, you wouldn't be sweating. It would have to take a lot to make you sweat. But that's also another good thing about super speed. You, like, well, if you do get paid a lot, you eat a lot. So if you like food and the only thing you gotta do is run, and guess what? You barely even have to, like, work. I don't know if there's comics out there where like Barry loses his abs or something. I don't know why there would be a comic book about that, or like a panel about that. It's like, oh, if I don't, keep in shape, I'll lose my abs. It's like, I thought the lightning gave you your abs, or the running, the lots of running you have to do, the like too many parts of running that you have to do, and also having to fight people. In which, I'm gonna be honest with you, I understand why they had to have, like, had the nerf Flash, because any of the villains in that show, they would get mopped. They would get mopped. And I don't want to hear it. Like, Reverse Flash, they would mop him. In which, the finale said, they would mop him. Watch this. Oh, wow, you made the show even more awful than it was before. I don't even know how you did that. Like, it's actually amazing. Like, you need to teach me sometimes how you make it so bad, so egregious. Um, but one character that doesn't ever get any love in the Flash mythos? The turtle. I just, I like the turtle from that one comic book, where like the turtle fights Future Barry. Well, Future Turtle fights Future Barry and Past Barry, who's just starting to get his powers. I like that. But nobody ever uses the turtle. I mean, this is a turtle that beat Future Barry, someone who already knows how to use his abilities fully. And then Past Turtle probably, if he was more skilled, would have beat the Flash. And I'm like, why does nobody ever talk about this guy? Everybody talks about, oh, it's the rogues. It's the rogues. They're so cool. Oh, it's Reverse Flash. Gorilla Grodd. The trickster. Isn't he a part of the rogues? Shut up. Please. But, like, nobody ever talks about the turtle. I mean, the turtle was in, like, one episode of The Flash. And then, yo guys, where's the turtle? The who? Never met him, never heard of him. I mean, you got all these repeat powers. You bring all these characters back, but you don't bring the turtle back. You even bring characters who aren't even Flash villains here, but you don't bring the turtle back. It's not like that guy was dead. He was alive. He just went to prison, didn't he? Bro was still alive, and like, oh no. And then they made him weird. It's like, oh yes, I have pulses to my power. So instead of like making me actually slow, so you can actually fight me, you just make it impossible for me to reach you. Yes. But only sometimes impossible to reach you. Yes. So that's how you're gonna lose. Yes. Wait, what? I mean, I wouldn't have it done like that. Me personally, I especially wouldn't lose like